We're recording. Okay, now of course as soon as I get this thing going, the wind will stop. Oh, there it goes. So I don't know if you can see it. I shot I can get here some of the you probably can't see the blades on this thing because it's spinning so fast right now. As you can see, the wind is blowing. All I see is reflection. So there, that's the turbine turning. Cruise around to the back of the shack here. I don't know if you can actually hear it going or not. The second turbine will be going up this week. It's a big one. That one's just a little guy. It's only 400 or 500 watts, I think. The one going up's 700. This is kind of the mess I got in the backyard. This is just little experiments I got going on. Bad idea. I need to redo all that and probably mount it on top of the house. Okay, there's the other one that's going to probably be going up here in the next few days once I forgot to send me the tail for it. So let this thing catch up and adjust. Here's the inverters rocking and rolling. Kind of a messy wiring thing because it's all experiment. Till I get it all going the way I want, and I'll fix it all up here. So this is 6 batteries in here. Can't quite see in there. There we go. Lots of heavy wire. So it's 6 batteries in there, running AGMs, and they're running at whatever this guy's doing right now. We'll see if we can. There you go. So right now, if you look up in the left corner, it says that's the current coming in. Let me reposition here. So coming in, it's at 26, 27 peaks there. Perfect sunny day, I can hit about 31, 32 amps, which is perfect because right now I'm using what I'm drawing, so it's not even using the battery. So these guys down here are actually running just from the solar. It's just quite the little controller. It's a 60 amp. As you can see, the solar 60 there. Yeah, I can even charge my phone on it, which is kind of nice when I'm out here in the garage. So what's happening is there's another setup over here. This is the 12 volt, and I got 4 batteries, AGMs in the back there also. I reach over here, turn this one on. This will give you an idea what's happening here. What that guy does is this is a hybrid controller, this thing here. If you look down on the bottom, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get in here to see it. There's a bunch of inputs, and it runs on DC input turbine, AC turbine input, and 12 volt solar. So this is the 12 volt system. There's 4 batteries there, and what that hybrid does is it controls the current and the voltage into the batteries, and it seems to like about 13.4, 13.5 is about where it holds it. Anything in excess, the solar's coming in. I also have 4 solar panels on top of my travel trailer. They're also running in here along with the ones that are laying on the deck there. It charges these 4 batteries, and as it charges these batteries, once it gets up to the voltage it likes to keep the batteries at, then it dumps the rest of it out here, and you can see the blue light. That means it's now using solar. The green light, there's another green light beside it. That would be the other the other turbine coming in. But right now there's no turbine hooked up there because I'm waiting for the tail. So what that does is there's 3 different outputs you can see from the yellow lights, and they turn on at different intervals. I think it's 11, 9, 12, 5, and 13 volts. So once it gets up, I have it set at the highest setting, so once it gets up to 13, it turns on this inverter, and then this inverter will run whatever is excess over the 13. So right now, if you look at that meter, that's a kilowatt meter, and it's running right now at 105 watts. I'm trying to get the thing to focus. If I reach around here and hit this button, That shows you, see if I swing this thing this way, it might be able to, it shows how many watts, or sorry, kilowatts that the thing has made. So this guy's only been running for, oh, maybe a little over a week, and it's made 13 kilowatts. Now this guy is running off the other two, and it's charging right now at 550 watts. And it has made 111 kilowatts in the last month. It's another 3 days will be exactly a month that this guy's been running. So, oops, not the button I want. So right now it's charging about 550 watts. This guy is, oh, I didn't switch it back. This guy's running at right around 100 watts. So I'm making about 650, almost 700 watts right now. And this guy is also, the reason I like this piece of junk is it has, if you look at the numbers on the right side, it shows my draw on the load, which is 26, 27, and it shows my lowest voltage. When it gets down to that 24, it kicks the load off, which is coming out of here, which is the load, and then when it gets back up to 27, it turns on. So I can walk away and never have to look at this thing, and this thing at night, after it runs the batteries down to 24, it'll actually shut off. So once it shuts off, it doesn't come back on again until the next day, usually around 9:30 in the morning. I just got to charge the batteries up, and when you're charging 6 batteries, you know, even at, I think usually it's around 12 to 15 amps in the morning until I get some sun. About 10 o'clock it comes over my neighbor's house, and then I get usually a pretty good charge of 20 plus amps. And right now it's cloudy outside, that's why I'm only at 24, 25 amps, which is still significant when you're charging at 24 volts. That just means whatever that is doubled into 12. So anyhow, yeah, these little inverters. So the load is coming in here on these 4. I just doubled up on 4 conductor 10 gauge wire. I doubled up on it just to give it some extra. And then that's the load to the battery, and the Sears, that's the way I got it from the guy that I work with. From the turbine, this is the turbine wire coming in here, and this one hooks up directly to the batteries. You don't have to go through a charge controller. It's built into the turbine, which was a lot of fun changing it out. So right now it's like it's dropping down with the clouds and stuff, but once this thing the other day, last weekend, when I was verifying this thing, I was actually charging at 32. Now I have one more big solar panel coming, and once I have that, I think the things will be a little bit better. I should be able to charge more consistently throughout the day. And that's the big Apollo, it is called. This is a big brugger. And once I get the tail, I'll put it up probably in the next week or so, and hoping that guy will put out pretty good here also. So there you go. That's pretty much what's happening. And again, these are the panels outside. These guys are made for 24 volts, those two, and they charge at, I think it's around 8.5 amps each at 24 volts. These are 12 volts, so I have them, these two, in parallel, or sorry, series parallel. And those are 8 amps each, so at 24 it's probably 8 for the pair. And then I have that one down on the end, which is the same. It's another 120 watt, I think they are, 125. And I have those in series parallel with those 3, which should give me about another 8. So in theory I should get around 32 amps, which is what I was getting last week. So with another panel that I just ordered from my friend Andy in Prince George, or this size, it's actually a little bigger. It's 290 watts, so it should put out about 10 amps. So that should put me over what I need to run pretty consistent throughout the day. These are just ones that I'm using for the 12 volt, just for experimental purposes. And for those of you who give a hoot, also ham radio operator. And there's my love of my life. One of the loves of my life, I should say. It's a TH7DX up about 90 feet, and a little 203 BA up there, which is a 20 meter monobander 3 element, and it's been modified down to 17. works fantastic. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed it, Barry. More to come.